Tesla Model 2. This may be Tesla's cheapest car yet, but also the hardest one to manufacture. You'll be able to buy it starting at just $15,990 for the RWD version later this year. It will be available in about 2 months, but its design might look like a bit of a joke. Why do we say it's hard to build? Could this be the reason it has been delayed since Elon Musk first mentioned it back in 2020? And more importantly, why is this car considered a major evolution in Tesla's design language? Let's dive in. Over time, there's been a lot of discussion about the Model 2, especially regarding its final design. 2 main design concepts have been circulating, supposedly based on leaked Model 2 prototypes from the Fremont factory. For now, let's call them Design A and Design B. First, Design A of the Model 2 would look like this. It clearly reflects Tesla's philosophy, minimalist, yet not cheap-looking. The front end is clean, with slim LED headlights, a small air intake, and a sleek, aerodynamic body that feels like a shrunken Model Y. Details like the aerodynamic wheels, the subtle Tesla logo, and the hidden charging port all retain Tesla's signature identity. This design has gained the most support from the public. Meanwhile, Design B of the Model 2 might look like this, and there are many reasons why it could end up being Tesla's final choice. Basically, it looks quite similar to the Cybercab, right? This design seems to align more closely with the futuristic design language Tesla is pursuing, with a slim LED light bar running across the front, like on the Model Y and Cybercab. The body is aerodynamically optimized, giving it a sportier vibe compared to Design A. What we like most about this design are the butterfly doors, a feature usually reserved for supercars, which make the car not only stand out, but also feel luxurious and technologically groundbreaking. Yeah, the Tesla Model 2 will likely resemble one of these 2 designs. That's almost certain. There won't be any third option outside of these. Which one do you prefer, Design A or Design B? Drop a comment below. Okay, the truth is, when customers are shopping for a budget-friendly car, the only thing most people care about is the price. Very few expect too much in terms of design or performance, because we all know everything has to balance with the cost. But here's the real question. Why is Tesla struggling so much with the design of such an affordable car like the Model 2? When it comes to Tesla, the most obvious thing we always notice is its design philosophy, simple yet luxurious. This is one of the main reasons why most of Tesla's models come with a relatively high price tag. The problem is, with the Model 2 priced at just $15,990, everyone is asking the same question. How can Tesla keep its signature design while producing the car at such a low cost? This is the toughest challenge we want to highlight, and it's also why the Model 2 project has become such a focal point, taking up so much time. Elon Musk has confirmed that the Model 2 will be a crossover smaller than the Model Y, manufactured on a special production line using a large-scale Giga press. However, a number of interior features will be removed or heavily simplified, and the battery pack will be reduced to 53 kilowatt-hours instead of 62 kilowatt-hours. This might disappoint many customers, but essentially, it's the only way to keep the price at that level. However, the real controversy and the topic being debated the most is the type of battery Tesla will use for the Model 2. Some sources claim Tesla will adopt aluminum-ion batteries, while most others insist the company will continue to rely on LFP batteries for its budget-friendly models. Elon Musk hasn't confirmed anything yet, but if they really go with aluminum-ion, it could be a true game-changer for affordable EVs. That's because aluminum-ion batteries have a much higher energy density compared to lithium-ion, up to 3 times greater than LFP, while costing the same or even less. This could give the Model 2 a range of up to 300 miles, putting it on par with the Model 3, even though the Model 2's battery pack is smaller. Still, until Elon Musk makes an official announcement, it's all just rumors and speculation. So, we'll have to wait until the end of this year to see which battery Tesla actually puts into a $16,000 car. What about you? What kind of range are you expecting? If it only manages 250 miles, would you still consider buying it? As for the features being cut, we won't go into detail here since we already covered that in earlier episodes. But do you know why the Model 2 is set to launch at the end of this year? This timing isn't random. For Tesla, the Model 2 is not just another car, it's a strategic piece to revive sales and restore the company's position. And the end of the year is exactly when Elon Musk needs this car the most. As we all know, the Model 3 and Model Y have shaped Tesla's brand and cemented its position for many years. But we have to admit, both of these models have started to feel a bit stale, even after their refresh updates. The real issue is that their prices haven't dropped significantly for years. And that's a huge disadvantage, especially as Chinese competitors and even rivals in the US continue rolling out cheaper alternatives. Tesla wants to grow in numbers and expand into price-sensitive markets such as India, Southeast Asia, and South America. To do that, they need a truly mass-market vehicle. This need has become even more urgent in the first half of this year, as Tesla has gradually been overtaken by competitors, most notably BYD. The Model 2 is the key for Tesla to scale globally, defend its market share against the wave of affordable EVs from China, and ultimately realize its mission of electrifying transportation for the masses. In other words, without the Model 2, Tesla would remain stuck in the mid to high-end segment, while the budget market would be completely dominated by rivals. That said, we need to be clear. Tesla cannot make the Model 2 cheap in the usual sense. The first reason lies in Tesla's brand DNA. No matter the price point, a Tesla must deliver a seamless software experience, OTA updates, camera-based sensors for autopilot, and safety standards that exceed regulations. These elements are non-negotiable. If Tesla were to cut them out just to lower the cost, it would strip away the soul of the product and instantly weaken the brand. The second reason is that EV manufacturing costs aren't simply about swapping in cheaper materials or removing details. To make the car affordable at the factory level, Tesla has to spend big upfront, gigacasting machines to mold the entire frame, a 48-volt electrical architecture to reduce copper usage, and standardized component modules for faster assembly. These massive investments are the necessary condition for driving down unit costs when producing at scale. But the trade-off is longer and more complex development, because even a small design tweak could disrupt the entire production line. Third, let's not forget that the Model 2 must still meet every strict safety standard. Even though it's considered a budget car, it still has to pass crash tests, protect the battery, and maintain the effectiveness of steering, braking, and suspension systems. These are things that simply cannot be compromised. So the cheap that Tesla is aiming for doesn't mean cheaply made. It means smart, fewer parts, more standardization, and optimized costs at every step of production. The key challenge that makes the Model 2 so time-consuming is this question. How do you make it impressive while saving as much cost as possible? We know that for many traditional automakers, an impressive car often means flashy styling, premium interior materials, or advanced lighting technology. But all of those things drive the price up.
We will be introducing several new products throughout 2025. We are still on track to launch a more affordable model in the first half of 2025, and we'll continue to expand our lineup from there.
Tesla VP of Engineering, Lars Moravi, saying that the Model 2 will be no worse than current models despite its low price. He said, "The most difficult part of doing that is not making the cars worse, so I promise that they won't be a massive step down from the cars we sell today." Elon Musk once spoke with Sandy Munro, and he confirmed that this affordable car will be produced in massive volumes and that Tesla has a production line fast enough to build it. According to estimates, a complete Model 2 could be assembled in under a minute, much faster than the Model Y production rate at Giga Shanghai. This makes sense because the Model 2 eliminates many steps and components, allowing Tesla to set a new record in production speed. To hit the $15,990 price point, the biggest savings come from Tesla not having to build a new factory or expand existing facilities. This alone saves millions of dollars. Tesla is forced to slash costs as much as possible because the $7,500 federal tax credit will soon expire. In the past, that credit acted like a direct discount for buyers. But since Tesla may lose that advantage, Elon Musk has no choice but to absorb the costs himself to keep prices competitive. With the Model 2, Tesla has to take a different path, making an impression through absolute simplicity with harmonious proportions, refined surface language, and a lighting signature that's easy to manufacture yet still modern. The impression doesn't come from complexity, but from purity and consistency. This is the hardest kind of design because if it lacks the required refinement, the car will instantly look cheap instead of minimalist and premium. Inside the cabin, the challenge is even greater. How do you make a customer step into a minimalist interior and still say, wow? Tesla can't rely on expensive materials. It has to rely on software and experience. The central screen must be intuitive, the entertainment system smooth, and the voice assistant smart enough. If the software feels seamless, users will perceive the cabin as refined. But if it lags or lacks features, it will immediately be labeled as cheap. This is the thin line Tesla is trying to cross. Another challenge comes from balancing freshness with familiarity. If the Model 2 looks too much like a scaled-down Model Y, it won't be emotionally compelling. But if it looks too different, development costs will skyrocket, breaking standardization. Tesla has to preserve the family design identity while still giving the car a fresh face that sets it apart. This is a tough balancing act, because even a small change to the headlights or hood could disrupt entire stamping tools and production processes. It's important to stress this. The Model 2 is not just a cheap car. It's a test of Tesla's engineering capabilities. If they succeed, they'll prove to the world that it's possible to build a car that's both impressive and affordable, while staying true to the brand's identity. This won't just expand Tesla's market share, it will also lock in long-term cost advantages that rivals will struggle to replicate. But if they fail, the Model 2 will be dismissed as nothing more than a low-cost Tesla, lacking meaningful distinction from other budget EVs. And in that case, Tesla would lose its strongest weapon, the combination of simplicity and luxury. Tesla is entering the most intense phase in its history. Just 3 years ago, it nearly dominated the global EV market with massive sales of the Model 3 and Model Y. But by 2025, the landscape has completely changed. Its biggest rival, BYD, keeps launching budget EVs starting at just $9,000, drawing in hundreds of thousands of buyers worldwide. Competitive pressure, coupled with Tesla's slower pace of product innovation, has dragged profits down sharply in the first 2 quarters of the year, putting enormous pressure on Elon Musk. That's why launching an affordable EV has never been more critical, and it's the strategy Musk is now preparing to pursue. The Tesla Model 2 is seen as the perfect lifeline for one simple reason. Millions of people can actually afford it. In reality, the Model 2 isn't the project Elon Musk is most excited about. He has often dismissed it as meaningless, because Tesla's focus has been on more revolutionary ventures like the self-driving Cybercab and the Optimus robot, products that promise to reshape transportation and manufacturing. But the market doesn't wait. As BYD and other Chinese automakers keep rolling out affordable EVs and grabbing market share, Musk has been forced to pivot. The Model 2, once overlooked, has now become a matter of survival. From our perspective, the Tesla Model 2 is a double-edged sword in the company's long-term strategy. On one hand, it's Tesla's first true mass-market EV, marking the moment when the brand fully enters the mainstream customer segment, a massive and high-potential market. A $16,000 Tesla will undoubtedly attract millions of consumers who have been waiting nearly 5 years. It's also the ace card Elon Musk is betting on to sustain growth after sluggish quarters, while laying the groundwork for future services like robotaxi. However, the downside lies in the unavoidable trade-offs. To achieve a price nearly 60% lower than the Model Y, Tesla has had to cut a wide range of features, materials, and even performance. This makes it difficult for the Model 2 to maintain the premium experience that has long been associated with the Tesla brand. Customers who are used to strong acceleration, sleek interiors, and upscale amenities may feel disappointed when stepping into this car. The fact that the Model 2 is essentially just a stripped-down version of the Model Y only reinforces the impression that Tesla is moving away from its tradition of innovation and groundbreaking design. Although it's set to officially launch early next year, the Model 2 has already entered prototype production since June at Tesla's Fremont factory, according to both the Q2 earnings report and Reuters. Still, as we've noted in previous issues, Tesla has a habit of keeping new model designs tightly under wraps until the official reveal. Test vehicles have been heavily camouflaged on the front, rear, and even the interior. While the Model 2 has been spotted multiple times during testing, no one really knows its final design or cabin layout. As a result, most of what we know so far is speculation. In short, Tesla is facing one of the most complex design and engineering challenges in the history of the auto industry. Creating a car that feels impressive while hitting the $15,990 price point. This isn't about making it cheap, but about making it smart. And it's precisely this paradox, impressive yet economical, luxurious yet minimalist, that makes the Model 2 Tesla's most time-consuming project, and also the reason why the entire world is watching every step. In our view, the Model 2 is both Tesla's biggest opportunity and its greatest risk in years. It could become the best-selling model in the company's history, allowing Tesla to dominate the affordable EV segment and usher in the era of mass-market electric cars. But, at the same time, it could just as easily turn into Tesla's biggest disappointment, if it fails to meet expectations after nearly 5 years of waiting. We're incredibly excited that it's finally getting ready to launch. And this November is sure to be a big one for the model. Do you think the Model 2 should stick closely to the Model Y's design or have a completely new style? Would you buy the Tesla Model 2 if it launched at $15,990, even with fewer features than the Model Y? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss our next deep dive into the future of EVs. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.